That's right, folks. It is Thursday and RFU is back, but we come back with some sad news for the Arkansas team. Casey Dick has been cheating on his exams, so he's going to get suspended for 6 games, putting Thomas at the helm for Arkansas, and he makes a nice throw over there to the tight end Monk. That's going to lead to this field goal attempt, and the kicker just does not have enough leg. So now Louisville taking over, and it's going to be Robert Wilson with the bomb to Yerudia for the touchdown, and Louisville will strike first. They are the ranked team in this instance. Louisville comes in ranked 23rd, even at 0-1. And here's Thomas. He's going to throw this one, and that's going to be caught. And that is Darren McFadden down to near the 30, and this time the field goal will be good for Arkansas. Coming down near the end of the half here, and another nice throw, Robert Wilson, but that would be a fumble picked up by Arkansas. And Arkansas would not do anything with it. Louisville gets it back with just seconds to play, and here's a bomb from Robert Wilson to Harry Douglas, who would be a Falcon in real life in the future. And that would put Louisville on top 14-3. Here's Harry Douglas again making a nice catch inside the 20 for Louisville coming out of the half. And then it's going to be Trent Brown rushing in for a touchdown, a 3-yard touchdown run for him. Here is Thomas looking deep. He's got Monk wide open, and Monk is racing down the sidelines for a touchdown for Arkansas. Now Robert Wilson, he's going to scramble left. He's going to find a man, and it's going to be Trent Brown. A rushing and receiving touchdown once again for Trent Brown. Really doing all he can for his Louisville Cardinals. It'll be 28-10 now, 2:49 to go in the game. It's going to be a play action. It's going to be Thomas throwing this thing out to Monk, and he's going to break the tackle, and nobody home. Touchdown for Monk. Touchdown Arkansas. They're back in this thing. Coach wanted to go for 2. They end up not going for 2, but they end up going for this onside kick, and it's not going to be good. So Louisville with another chance here. Try and put this thing out of reach. It's going to be fumbled and picked up by Arkansas. And that one might end up hurting Louisville, as here's Thomas, and he's looking deep. He's got Darren McFadden with a lead, and it's caught for the touchdown. Darren McFadden. You cannot leave that guy open in the open field. And then McFadden on the halfback take for the 2-point conversion, making it a 3-point game. Arkansas going to go for the onside. It's not going to happen. Gary Barnage able to cover that one up. And then here's a one-handed grab by Harry Douglas. What a play by Harry. And now Arkansas down 10 points. It's going to be a nice completion there on 4th down to keep the drive going. And here's Thomas. He's going to throw this one. He's got McFadden. McFadden down the sideline and out of bounds. Now a 4th and 25. Last effort for Arkansas. It's complete to Monk, but doesn't have the distance. And Louisville comes away with a 35-25 victory. Next week they'll have to take on number 9 Miami. Arkansas will be in Vanderbilt next week. Pittsburgh takes care of Cincinnati pretty easily, 56-17. Pennington with 201 yards and 5 TDs in that game. Here's Kansas State, and they are able to take care of Florida Atlantic. A close enough game, but a 38-28 victory for Kansas State. Then Syracuse goes down at home to Iowa. That's not going to make Husker happy. 24-17. Iowa gets the win there. Their player of the game was on defense. Georgia goes down in South Carolina. RSV's mates going to get it done, 34-24. 5 catches, 173 yards, 2 touchdowns for Sidney Rice. Hell of a game for the Gamecocks. Notre Dame gets the best of Penn State. That was quite a battle. Number 1 versus number 14. 35 points in the second was enough to secure a win for the Fighting Irish. Both player of the games are on defense, including a Spurlock. Look at that one, Lance. Nicholls State is going to go into Nebraska and get obliterated 63-7, as would be expected. This game was 49-0 at the half, and it didn't get any better. Zach Taylor, 279, 5 scores. Central Michigan will get beat 27-13. Michigan with the big win there, ranked number 11. Steve Breston with 8 catches for 134 and 2 scores. And then Illinois was able to go into New Jersey and take down Rutgers 42-23. Brasic with 311 yards and 4 touchdowns. Ray Rice did all he could do rushing and receiving. Wasn't enough for the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Florida comes away with a 21-9 win. They're player of the game on defense. It is Brandon Seiler with 9 tackles, a forced fumble, and a recovery. But defense was enough, only giving up 9 points. Kansas gets the win against Louisiana Monroe, 35-24. They were losing this game 24-14 before a 21-point fourth quarter outbreak. Barman gets it done with 5 total touchdowns. Next week, we will have Kansas going into Toledo. That should be easy for them. Michigan State-Pittsburgh looks like a hell of a game. Too bad we cannot watch that one. Marshall and Kansas State. Youngstown State and Penn State. Penn State should obliterate them. Miami, number 9, against number 23, Louisville. Louisville oddly stays at 23. Nebraska at number 16, South Carolina at number 22, and we're definitely taking a gander at that one. That's going to be a battle. Number 4, Florida takes on number 12, Tennessee on the road. That's going to be tough for them. Number 11, Michigan's going to go on the road to the number 1 team in the nation, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, in a rivalry game. That one's going to be awesome. And then Syracuse will go into Illinois to take on the Illini. We'll definitely take a gander at that as well. Arkansas, of course, as mentioned before, will play Vanderbilt. Now we will take a short break from me talking to show you guys what is going on with recruiting. Don't forget to get your recruiting in as soon as possible so that I'm not over here recording while you're trying to get recruits in. So thank you guys so much. Get that stuff in ASAP. Take a look at your recruiting. And with that, we move on to the professional side of things where the Buffalo Bills come into Miami to take on the Dolphins. Bills 1-0, Dolphins 0-1. Dolphins lost on a Hail Mary last week, and we want to see if they can win this thing. Randy McMichael going to start it off with the touchdown in the corner of the end zone, but then Terrence McGee going to take the ensuing kickoff all the way. Touchdown Bills, it'll be 7-7. Culpepper going to work hard with his offense again. It's Ronnie Brown dodging tacklers and getting down the left sideline for a ton of yards before he is finally pushed out of bounds near the 10. And then Culpepper going to find Chris Chambers, who's going to easily run into the end zone and give Miami their lead back. Now the Bills, it's Willis McGahee. And McGahee's going to fumble the football, picked up by Miami. However, the Bills would challenge here, and it clearly hit the ground first. So the Bills going to be able to retain possession here early on in this ball game, and that is huge. Already down 7. So here's the Bills. They actually able to drive down, and that's going to be Josh Reed from Tom Brady for touchdown. 14 all in this one. Dante Culpepper is going to launch one deep to Chris Chambers inside the 20-yard line, and Dolphins in scoring range here. Culpepper going to roll left, and he's going to take it himself with just seconds to go before the half ends, giving Miami the halftime lead of 21-14. But then Brady to Lee Evans for the touchdown. 21 all at this point. Now Culpepper going to throw this thing into the corner of the end zone. It is 4th down. That was an out-of-bounds play. So it would be a field goal for Miami, and Lee Evans catching the TD, making it 28-24 in favor of the Bills. Not much time to go in this game. Culpepper going to float one up to Ronnie Brown for the TD. And now Terrence McGee on the ensuing kickoff. No! There's no way he does it again. Yes, he does. Terrence McGee taking it to the house with 1:19 to play. 35-31 Bills. Culpepper's got to work hard again, and it's Wes Welker, a baby Wes Welker, making the play. Then the rookie Wilson is going to get it done. Now just 8 seconds to go, and it's Ronnie Brown for the score. Here's the kickoff. Don't let McGee do it again. Do not. He picks it up. There's guys on the floor. Terrence McGee runs right by him. And McGee, as the clock strikes 0, he will score. Terrence McGee with 3 kick return touchdowns on the day. Unbelievable. And the Buffalo Bills have stunned the Miami Dolphins. Brady was 8-13 with 3 scores. Culpepper was 14-23. He had 3 scores. It was crazy. What a game. I can't even comment on this Giants-Eagles right now. But here it is. Giants in Philadelphia to take on the Eagles. It's Donovan McFlab throwing it down to Jabbar Gaffney. That would set up this field goal. Eagles go on top 3-0. Now Carson Palmer. He's going to say, anything you can do, I can do just as good as you, as Plaxico Burress is able to make that play. And now Palmer looking. He finds Jeremy Shockey, who just makes it across the goal line for the touchdown. Here's Donovan McNabb again. He's going to find Matt Schobel in the end zone. Touchdown, the big tight end getting it done. Eagles on top 10-7. Then McNabb going to find Gaffney into Giant territory. That would lead to this field goal right here. Now it's 13-7. Not much time to go, and that squib kick seems to be a problem this week for teams, as Chad Morton going to take the kickoff for the touchdown with only 15 seconds to play in the half, and the Giants take the halftime lead by a point. Tiki Barber coming out of the half is going to go all the way on one run. Touchdown Barber, touchdown Giants, and they're going to lead it 21-13. Here goes Brian Westbrook on a handoff, and Westbrook is down the left side for a touchdown, Eagles. It'll be 21-20. Carson Palmer throwing. He's got Jeremy Shockey. Will anyone catch Jeremy Shockey? One of the faster tight ends around. and he will score. Giants lead again, 28-20. Well, Giants lengthen their lead, 28-20. Here is Donovan McNabb. He has got to find a way here. He's throwing downfield. He's got Schobel again. Huge catch. That would lead to this field goal as the Eagles were not able to punch it in. It'll be a 28-23 game right now. Carson Palmer throwing deep. He's got Shockey again inside the 15. Tiki Barber would take it the rest of the way. Touchdown Giants. And they're leading this thing 35-23 with a minute and a half to play. Here's McNabb. He's going to throw deep. He's got a man, and it's Gaffney in between traffic inside the 20. Here's McNabb looking, finding Pinkston, who gets away and up the middle for the touchdown. Giants off the onside kick would easily make a field goal here. It's an 8-point lead. No time on the clock. It's the Eagles, and it's Brown. Reggie Brown scores. He's pushed into the end zone. Now they got to go for two. It's going to be a play fake, and McNabb's going to get sacked. No good on the 2-point conversion, and another game ends in dramatic fashion. As you can see, the numbers there, quite good for a couple guys, including Westbrook. And last divisional matchup of the week, we will watch Kansas City Chiefs going into Denver to take on the Broncos. Both teams 1-0. Something's got to give. It's Phillip Rivers over to Javon Walker. Now Rivers looking. He finds Ashley Lilly for the touchdown. 7-0 Broncos. Here's Peyton Manning for the Chiefs. He's going to throw this one to Dante Hall. Nice completion. But Peyton Manning injured his head on the play. Vince Young would have to come out. The drive would stall. Field goal for the Chiefs. It's 7-3. Later on, Chiefs got a chance. It's Larry Johnson. He's going to take this thing inside the 10, and he's going to fumble. Picked up by the Broncos. However, there'd be a challenge on this one. Another challenge this episode, and he does hit the ground. So that is going to be reversed, and then Thorpe is going to catch the touchdown pass for the Chiefs. Peyton Manning back into the ball game now. Chucks a deep one to Eddie Kennison. Big time play by Eddie Kennison. And then here, it's going to be a play fake. Manning throws. It's intercepted by Darren Williams. Doesn't go for anything, but Manning there is strip sacked by, I forget who, but DJ Williams picks it up and scoops and scores. Broncos on top now. Here's Manning. He's throwing this one out to Tony Gonzalez. Big time catch. Chiefs trying to get that lead back. Here's Peyton Manning. He's looking. He throws. He finds Tony Gonzalez for the touchdown. 17-14 Chiefs. Here's Phillip Rivers. Downfield complete to Brandon Marshall. Phillip Rivers looking again. He's got Ashley Lilly, and Lilly trying to turn the corner, but he's inside the 5. Not much time left. Tatum Bell breaks a tackle and scores. Now here we go. Chiefs have got to do something. It'll be a penalty on Denver. They're going to get the ball at the 40 with Vince Young quarterbacking in place of Peyton. Oh no, Peyton Manning's in. Peyton Manning's in with 14 seconds to play. He's going to throw one deep. That's going to be incomplete. This is the play. Peyton Manning would be hurt on this one. Injured his ankle this time, so a head injury and an ankle injury. Doesn't sound too good for Peyton. But here is Vince Young. He's going to whale one deep with no time, but no accuracy on it as the Chiefs will fall to the Broncos here, 17-21. I don't know if the Chiefs have a bye, but I did not see a game here. You guys can let me know if you see a game when we get through this. Tampa Bay will take down Atlanta 13-10. Sucks for radio, but he is probably last place in that NFC South, unfortunately. Michael Vick, a touchdown and a pick for him in this one. He would also run for 27 yards and fumble the football once. So not a great game for Michael Vick in this particular matchup. All right, the Oakland Raiders and the Baltimore Ravens. This is the game that you guys voted not to have as a highlighted game this week. But it was a nice overtime game as the Ravens are able to prevail at home, making both teams 1-1. As we look at the stats, Kurt Warner, 2 touchdowns, 3 picks, 1-1 for Trent Green. Jamal Lewis with 140 yards rushing for the Ravens. Derek Mason scores 2 touchdowns with 147 yards receiving for the Ravens. Very interesting game that maybe we could have benefited watching, but it did not get voted, so we did not watch it. Cincinnati Bengals will beat the Cleveland Browns here at home, 29-13, so the Cleveland Browns go down to 0-2. No touchdowns, 2 picks for Byron Leftwich. He's not really working out for Roberto and his group. The New Orleans Saints go into Green Bay and take down the Packers 30-24. Good game for New Orleans, able to get this done. A lot of Jason Elam field goals, but they did what they needed to do to come away with a win. Deuce McAllister scoring a touchdown in this one and receiving. Deuce McAllister doing it all for New Orleans against the Packers. And Carolina able to get a huge win in Minnesota, 34-6. Unbelievable win for them. Marshall clinching it with a pick 6 near the end of the game. Matt Hasselbeck does okay. Deshaun Foster with over 100 yards and a touchdown. Steve Smith breaking out with 146 yards. Kiri Colbert with another touchdown. Kiri Colbert having a strong start to his season. And the New York Jets with a 21-16 victory over the New England Patriots. A tight one, but a good one for the Jets. Lavernius Coles with 2 touchdown passes in the fourth quarter, or 2 touchdown catches in the fourth quarter, 1 from each quarterback to seal this game. Eli Manning and Chad Pennington getting touchdowns there. Eli Manning had 201 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. Chad Pennington comes in, goes 2 of 3 for a TD. Curtis Martin has a touchdown rushing. Cedric Houston has 8 attempts for 92 yards. Lavernius Coles over 100 yards, 2 touchdowns on the day for him. And finally, we have Father Kaz and his Washington Redskins going 2-0 with a huge 48-20 win over the Dallas Cowboys, including 20 fourth quarter points. 3 TDs, no picks for Stephen McNair. 200 yards, 2 touchdowns for Clinton Portis. Just an amazing outbreak. Brandon Lloyd and Santana Moss both scored touchdowns. David Patton as well. Just a great game all around for the Washington Redskins here. And maybe not finally. Here we go. Last but not least, it is the Pittsburgh Steelers and Steeler who gets 20 second half points to beat the Jacksonville Jaguars 20-10. Ike Taylor with a interception return and Willie Parker with a 9-yard touchdown run to seal the game. Ben Roethlisberger, no touchdowns and a pick. Willie Parker with 102 and a score. 128 yards for Hines Ward. And another victory for the Pittsburgh Steelers as they go to 2-0 in the AFC North. All right, here's a look at next week as we end this episode. We have the Jets and Bills. We have the Ravens and the Browns. We have the Falcons and the Saints. So 2 of those games will get played. 1 will not. We'll vote on that in Discord very shortly. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to like the video.